Hey guys, so with this thing being put on hold because I needed to order some water slide decals for it, all of the, I think, oh no, I'm not completely done detail painting that. I got some thrusters. I have to paint some gold inside of some thrusters, but then it's essentially done. Just waiting for the water slide decals to show up so that I can finish it off. But while I'm waiting for those to show up, I figured I'd start on, well, I guess I might as well show. So I did a little bit of detail work on the gun for this thing. You can see just the little tiny bits that I picked out with duraluminum there. And then I also painted it into the scope, which I'm going to go over that with some Tamiya clear green. Hopefully get that like a nice shiny green. But the gun for this kit is really cool looking. And you know, again, I just did the tiniest amount of detail work on it just to make it look a little bit more interesting. But anyways, I did that. I painted that up. I painted these things, these little pieces that go on the back side of the shield, just so that they weren't flat. They weren't that gray color. Makes it look a little bit. I guess it just makes it look a little bit more blingy. But so anyways, while I'm waiting for decals so that I can finish this thing off, figured I might as well get going on the next actual full project or full model build that I'm going to work on here. And I just decided to go into the stash and pull out one that's technically, this is, well, I shouldn't say technically, this is a vintage kit at this point, because this is one of the originals from 1984. It's my Porsche 956. And like I said, this is one of the original 1984 release kits. Still had all the MRC stuff printed right on the box. As they went along later on, they went from printing MRC stuff on the box to just putting it on the side as a sticker. But yeah, anyways, this kit, upon going through it and looking at some of the bits and pieces, this was before Tamiya had completely kind of nailed it down in terms of getting, you know, their kits to be ultra detailed. The details in certain areas are kind of soft, and other areas it looks like stuff that you'd see in a Revell kit. Old aged instructions now. I did, when I bought this way back, I've had this kit for a while. Way back when I bought it, I did get myself a set of aftermarket decals. The Rothman's livery there. I got those because when I initially got this kit, don't mind my rustling, folks. I opened it up, and this is what I found inside for decals. Essentially unusable. The white has turned yellow. They're dried out. They're not cracked, I will say that, but they are dried out. If you needed to use them, you probably could. Maybe could. But yeah, that's what I had to replace when I got this. So back to my point. The details are a little bit soft in areas, and then there's other areas where they hadn't figured out getting rid of ejector pin, or avoiding ejector pin marks. So that's going to be stuff that I have to deal with. But yeah, so the details are nice in certain areas. Like I said, you can kind of see where Tamiya was figuring things out. the shock absorbers, look really nice. They're really crisp and really detailed. And then you look at the brakes right below it, and they're just really soft looking brakes. There's really nothing going on there. This is this is the type of stuff that you'd find in a Revell kit now. And then the steering wheel. The steering wheel is really just plain. There's nothing going on there either. And then you look at the wheels right next to it, and they look amazing. The detail on those wheels is great. So it's gonna be a little bit of work. It's gonna be a little bit of work to mask this off for the paint job. I mean, not a ton of work, but a little bit of work, because you can see the blue on the sides, but that also comes up and over the headlights as well. Here you can kind of see it. It has to come up and then over the top of the blue has to come up and over the top of the headlight. Not a huge deal. Shouldn't be that bad. And then I have to paint the inside of those little fins there too as well. Or yeah, I have to paint the inside of those fins as well. But yeah, this is gonna be a neat little kit. Here's some of what I was talking about with the ejector pin marks. I mean, you can see the mounting holes for the wing support, but if I get, which side? Yeah, if I get the light just right, you can see there's ejector pin marks all over that rear wing that are gonna have to be sanded down and then probably filled in. And then the other Revell quality is they molded the exhaust pipes, portions of the exhaust pipes, into the floor pan. Again, can easily be dealt with, but it's just, to me, I hadn't quite mastered it yet when they made this kit. And then the headlights here. Ooh, those headlights. Ooh, those headlights. Those headlights. Nothing happening there. Absolutely nothing happening with those headlights. I don't know if there's... Okay, there are clear pieces that go over them. Oh, hey, but unlike the 962 kit, hey, at least the glass isn't pre-installed, so that makes life a lot easier. But yeah, the body looks really good. It's really well molded. Not many mold lines on the body that are going to need to be, or that are going to need to be removed. It's actually fairly minimal. So, yeah, here's a look at the 956 that I'm going to start on here probably this week and begin working on while I wait for the decals for that thing so that I can finish that off completely and put it up on my shelf. 956, cool car. That's about it for me. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope everybody has a good week before Christmas here. Bye-bye.